It's that time of the week again. I received another powerful email from my dear friend Mike Cohn. And I love this topic. So I'm just going to get into it. Can you imagine being so angry about a team doing something wrong that you institute a rule for them to follow for the next 100 years? I mean, I'm talking literally 100 years. Queen Victoria at one point was that angry. On one day in 1894, the Queen went to the Horse Guards building expecting her household cavalry to be ready to escort her back to Buckingham Palace. She instead found the guards either asleep, drunk, or gambling. Probably not good form. Infuriated, she commanded that an inspection of the guards be held at 4 p.m. every day for the next 100 years. I'm guessing the guards got the message and stopped sleeping, drinking, and gambling on duty long before the 100 years came. The 4 p.m. inspection could have stopped after perhaps a year or two, maybe sooner. But it wasn't about that. Things that become part of a team's process sometimes stay there too long, like the inspection of the Queen's Horse Guards. This happened in a company that had a large database that was shared by multiple applications. When one team changed the database, they screwed up the change and left the other team scrambling to quickly change their code in production to adapt to the new settings in the database. They screwed up a change and left the other team scrambling to quickly change their code, which is not good. They held a multi-team retrospective and agreed that each team would produce a database impact report every sprint. The report would describe how the team's work would affect the system's database. Doesn't sound horrible yet, except what happened was rare for most teams. It was rare for most teams to do any work in a sprint that would affect the database at all. So those teams were still expected to complete the database impact report each sprint that basically said, bullet list, no impact, no impact, no impact. These no impact reports were emailed to all the other teams. After opening a PDF every 2 weeks that just read no impact, recipients stopped bothering to even read the reports that were still being generated by the teams that were, adhering to the rule. After opening a PDF every 2 weeks, you get over it. You don't want to do it anymore. Just stop. These reports were probably useful in one period, and they may have helped identify a risk. They certainly made people more aware of the impact a database change could have on the other teams. But after a while, they should have been removed from the team's process, especially once the teams who actually did routinely after the database had found better ways of communicating potential impacts. In retrospectives, it's always tempting to look for new things to add. Let's start using AI to inspect our code. Sounds good. But make sure you also reserve time in a retrospective to look for things that you should be removing from your process. Unless your team members are getting drunk, gambling, or asleep at 4 p.m., you could probably find something to remove from your process to make their lives easier. A barely sufficient process with unnecessary actions and rules removed will certainly 100% help you succeed with Agile. Mike, I couldn't agree more. This might be one of my favorite topics that we've covered in recent times here. What I can tell you is Mike's not slouching. He's absolutely right. I've seen people implement things just for the sake of implementing them to try to ensure that for the next 100 years, nothing goes wrong, as if nothing's going to change in the next 100 years. So my food for thought is whether you hone in on this to help improve your retrospectives or hone in on this to help you understand how to better start facilitated conversation, these tools are going to help you be successful, and I can assure you that. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. That's going to do it. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at agiledad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, thanks, Mike. It's always nice to get your emails. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.